The Walk-On Indians started district play with a 48-21 win over the North Fayette Valley Tiger Hawks. We're with head coach Chad Beermann. And coach, you knew it was going to be a tough matchup against a pretty good team coming to town last week, but your kids got the job done. How'd you get it done?
Well, we managed to put up 6 in the first quarter. They tied it up 6-all. And then we got 2 more scores in the second quarter. We scored with 47 seconds left to go in the half. And then we decided we wanted to kind of do a pop-up kick so they didn't get a good return and give them good field position. And we ended up, Dylan did a nice job popping it up, and then Nick Goltz ran down the sideline and recovered it. So we got the ball back at about 30-yard line, threw a pass down to the 2, and then scored. So we put 2 scores on the board in the last 47 seconds to go up 27-6 at half. And then we put up another 21 points in the third quarter. Went up 48-14 there. They got another score, and then we pulled our starters, and that's how we finished up with the 48-21 final there.
And when you had that late game sequence in the first half where you got that 14 points in about 40 seconds, obviously that rolled over into the second half. How big was that stretch late in the first half to just give yourself some separation?
Well, I was pleased to go up by 2 scores going into half. I was pretty thrilled with that. And then we got that third score that really kind of broke their backs. And then we came out second half, and we had a kickoff where they got stopped inside the 5, and then we blocked the punt, ran that in for a touchdown. And so special teams was huge for us being able to come out with a win.
And when it comes to making plays, seemingly you had one of your better nights throwing the football. Noah Hatland with 3 touchdown passes and 175 yards. 2 of those touchdowns going to Lincoln Snitker. How improved has your passing game evolved as the season has gone on?
Well, I mean, Lincoln's been he was our lead receiver last year, so we expect him to have it. But Noah has just been growing, getting more comfortable back there. The pass blocking's been better, and he's gotten better at scrambling and then knowing when to take off when the time is up and he doesn't have any more opportunity to find somebody. So we had a couple of nice runs just to get either a first down or at least get 5 or 6 yards and get us in better position to get a first down. And he's done a good job of finding receivers, and Jed does a good job of Jed Heeman, who's our offensive coordinator, does a good job of scheming up routes to get kids open, and then Noah's got to know what's there, and if it's not there, then you take a check down.
And 88 yards on the ground each from Pat Hennessy and Lincoln Snitker last Friday night. Do you kind of like splitting the load a little bit in the rushing game and maybe not having to give Pat 30 carries a game to be effective in the running game?
Well, we think that's our advantage. I mean, Pat's not a big kid. He's quick and he's a violent runner, but he's only about 170, 175 pounds. So we don't want to beat him up too bad. And if we can give Lincoln some carries and then we'll throw some screens and stuff to Pat too to break up Lincoln's responsibilities and then kind of mix the ball around. The more kids we have touching the football, I think the better our offense is.
And this week, you head down to Owine. You take on a 1-3 Husky team. From a philosophical standpoint, very similar to the team you saw last Friday night. Does that help you a little bit preparing for this week?
I would hope so. I mean, I know Coach Leib does some things a little bit different, but it's the same offense. The same offense I ran when I was in high school, and Coach Truen would recognize the play terminology and the 900 and 800, and so it's the same offense for the last basically 40 years. But Coach Leib does some things a little bit differently than the way North does, and he's brought some of the stuff that he did when he was at North with him. And then this is actually the 3rd wing T team we've seen in our first 5 games. So hopefully we're getting a little bit better at defending it, but I guess we'll see on Friday.
All right, Coach, hopefully you can keep the positivity rolling, keep your kids healthy. We wish best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Chad Beermann, head coach of the Walk-On Indians.